All right, everybody, we are live, and I am a very special guest. I'm a huge fan. His name's Anthony Ray. Is it Raya?
It's Ray.
Ray, Anthony Ray, RAI. Tell everybody where they can find you. I'm a huge, you were one of the first TikTok accounts I found in, one of the many reiterations of my TikTok that I've had that keeps getting canceled. But you were one of the very first TikToks I found that every time I get deleted, you're one of the first accounts I go back to follow, too. So tell everybody about yourself a little bit, where they can find you, your social media, and where they can buy any of your merch, anything like that too.
Yeah, so I'm conservative ANT on all platforms. I think on TikTok right now it's ConservativeAnt 1.0, but you can find me on Instagram, Getter, True Social. I'm all over the place. So if you just look it up, it'll definitely pop up. I'm affiliated with Lions Not Sheep and Patriot Gear. I'm also doing a bunch of other American-made products and stuff like that. So if you go onto my platforms and click my link tree, all the things will pop up, all the events that I'll be at in the next coming month and a half, so on and so forth.
Actually, I just wanted to show everybody. He's talking right here. This is his account. You can go to his link tree right here and find any of his stuff. Whoops, I almost just deleted us both. But I wanted to have you on today because I found especially some of the stuff you're doing a lot of lately, pretty interesting in that you are also Floridian, which I absolutely fucking love. I moved here right before the pandemic. I'm talking like 2 months before. I think I would have died if I stayed in Pittsburgh. I really believe it. Was it, because for me, I often say this, and I wanted your viewpoint on it. It was surreal for me to be talking to people from other areas of the country. I do a lot of coaching, online coaching, and I have clients that were in Portland and California. I have a lot of clients in Canada who are not really citizens anymore. They're kind of subjects. What was your perspective? When it all started going down, how was it for you here?
So I actually moved back down here about a year and a half ago. I lived in Fort Lauderdale about 8 or 9 years ago, went back to Chicago, so I'm a Chicago native. And I think the pandemic pushed us over the edge to come back.
Mhm.
It is surreal. It was surreal. It's surreal that you had to drop groceries off at the bottom of your parents' driveway. It's
Yeah.
surreal that it changed people that you thought you knew and you love them still, but a piece of them is gone. It's almost like a zombie state. Like the government had changed everyone, and Illinois had went on another extended 30-day lockdown, and my partner and I looked at each other and we said, 100% no. We are putting the house on the market and we're going down to South Florida. We're done.
Whoops. I got to back up just in case my internet goes out. You know what it's like in Florida.
Oh, worst internet. Why?
Part of it is I keep getting storms. I find it funny. My parents obviously were like, oh my God, the hurricanes. I'm like, fuck, the hurricanes are nothing. It is the errant thunderstorm that happens at 6 in the afternoon,
Yeah.
6 in the evening that literally knocks trees down. That's the one I worry about.
Yeah.
I think your sound went out.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. There you go. There you go. But the thing I found the oddest, for me, was watching how people just openly just gave up freedom. I found that to be the most depressing thing. Now, I'm an independent. I'm all over the board. People say I lean more libertarian because I call myself a strict constitutionalist.
Yeah.
I'm never going to vote for a party that's going to take away freedom, as far as I'm concerned, which makes it hard for me sometimes to vote for the Republican Party too. But you call yourself ConservativeAnt. Has it always been that way, or was?
Yeah. So when I did the conservative ant thing, this was going back probably, I don't know, how long have we had the current administration? 2 years now.
Yeah.
But you evolve a little bit as a person and you start to kind of, maybe change your political views, see things different. I've stuck to the conservative ant name because I think that fiscally I'm pretty conservative.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to social issues, I'm liberal when it comes to most
Mm-hmm.
social issues, which I think most people are. But I really want to make sure that we can keep our freedoms and protect the Constitution, and
Mm-hmm.
that's like my main focus. So if that makes me a conservative, then I'm a conservative. But most people would think that I'm like a moderate or an independent
Yeah.
or libertarian.
That's kind of how I got your content too. Like my thing about it is this, like I just don't understand how like right to privacy to me is just about everything. We have next to no privacy anymore.
Right.
And that's why what like you see just the erosion of it from both sides. Like we went all the way back to the Patriot Act. That's why I voted. That's why I voted Democrat for a while. Is because like the Republicans pretty much took advantage of 9/11, in my opinion, of course, and took away some of our freedom. Like I just flew, and I was thinking to myself, like I'm about to step through. There's more people standing in this generalized area than I could possibly like on the plane, anything like that. Like
Yeah.
if something was going to go down, you telling me to take my shoes off is not going to help,
Right.
at all. And I, by the way, TSA, they always say it's random. The people that get like felt up and with the wands and shit like that. If it's random, how come I get felt up every time I fly? Like
Oh,
every time I fly.
dude, they do the same thing. Like they've done the same thing to me. I think it's because I'm Italian, but depending on where I'm traveling around the world, whatever, they think that I'm Middle Eastern, and I really do think that they kind of pick out some people sometimes. Like I feel that. Um, I mean, they've grabbed my dick more than I've probably can even count.
It's insane. Like I was told, like I texted my wife. I was like, "Well, I think me and the TSA guy are dating." Like I
Yeah,
don't know.
right,
You know?
right.
I mean, it depends on like where we're at in the world, like what the customs are. We could be married for all I know. I don't know.
You probably are, yeah.
Yeah. But so I did see that you were doing some stuff with gays against groomers, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
I think that's like one of my main focuses at the moment. Um, for those that don't know what gays against groomers are, what's going on, it's the LGBT community is we're trying to save our community because
mhm.
of radical and there's radical on the left, there's radical on the right. I don't like radical on either side.
Right.
Um, but there's certain things that we are noticing that kind of peg us as like pedophiles and we don't like to see that.
Right.
We also don't like to see children exposed to sexual things. Like it seems pretty common sense.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, we're picking apart people. We're trying to expose them from anywhere from teachers to the drag shows to parents, all up and down the board.
See, my take on this, is, I mean, you were obviously in Florida when they were doing the whole "Don't Say Gay" thing, and I'm like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Like, I mean, like I live in Cape Coral, right? Like
Yeah,
their country bar is connected to the drag queen bingo bar. Like I mean, I
yeah,
don't.
place. Yeah. Um, we're actually you and I are neighbors. We should hang out more.
We absolutely should. We absolutely should.
Yeah. So look, I was tagged by some big liberal content creators when that happened.
Right.
And of course, if that was what the bill said, I would fight against that bill 100%.
Right.
Like nobody's going to make a bill that's going to say don't say gay. Like that's super weird. So I'm
Right.
like, okay, let me read the bill. I read it, Ellen, so many it's only 7 pages. You anybody can go out there. I recommend you reading it.
Mm-hmm.
It's an easy read. Well, the first time I had to read it a second time. Then I'm like, oh, I got it. First of
Mm-hmm.
all, it doesn't say that in the bill, so that was something that was misconstrued through the media.
Right.
Of course,
Mm-hmm.
round up. It's a parental bill for all parental. It's basically a bill that states that anything that is discussed between teacher and student, the parent must be involved.
Right.
What's wrong
Yeah.
with that?
I have no idea. Like when I saw it, I was like, and everybody, I don't even know. Like, I really found it to be what I found to be fucked up. I really believe that that's where it's like they were almost trying to attach talking to children about sex to being gay.
That's
And
exactly what they were doing.
I find it. I think that's one of my biggest problems with people on the very, very far left. And if you're in the audience and on the left, I'm not trying to insult you, but I just want you to open your mind and think about this. A lot of like a lot of what gets painted towards Republicans, conservatives about like how they're homophobic or they're racist or stuff like that. The shit that gets said by the left is so prejudiced. It's amazing. Like if you leap to you can't talk to kids about sex somehow being homophobic, that means you think that gay people talk to kids about sex. It's so fucking radically stupid. It's the same thing like if you don't vote for Joe Biden, like the voter ID bill. Voter IDs are racist. You think black people can't get IDs? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like I don't understand that, you know?
Well, that's just it. It's like insulting. It's like you're insulting my intelligence. Uh,
Yes.
it's the people that like to come up to you. Like I get this. Like they'll be like, "Oh my God!" Like when you meet them, they're like, "Oh my God, I have a gay brother," or "Oh my God, I have my best friend is gay." And black
Mm-hmm.
people will get that too. They'll be like, "Oh my gosh, my best friend is black," or "Oh my gosh, I love your hair. It's so beautiful. I wish I can have hair like that." Because they're like make they want you to know, Adam, that Alan, that they like they have a connection to you and they're okay with you.
Mm-hmm.
And usually this comes out of people, not all the time, guys, so I don't want the comment section to blow up, but it usually comes out of people from the left.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there are extreme people on the right that I don't jive with that
Right.
are far right Bible bangers that they're like, God is coming to, put you in a bloody river. And I'm like, whoa, relax. Like,
Yeah.
this is too fucking much. But a
Yeah.
majority of the country is just normal. Like, you have a gay brother, that's great. Like, good for you. But, like, you didn't have to tell me that because I'm gay.
My thing is that means that you like when people say stuff like that, they think that that might be an issue of acceptance. It's almost like them saying, hey, I have a gay friend, therefore I accept you. Like, what the fuck, man? First of all, you didn't ask for people's acceptance. Like, I mean, like the only person that needs to accept you is you and your loved ones. Like, like
Right.
the people you choose to be in your circle.
Right, but I also don't make my sexuality my personality. Like
Right.
it's what I do on my own time. And
Mhm.
look, I've been with somebody for 13 years. We're not public display of affection people. We don't even hold hands in public. Not because we don't want to, but it's like it's with any couple. Like we get it. You guys are fucking dating. Like we know you
Yeah.
guys are. You don't have to be on the same side of the booth. We fucking know you're
Yeah.
together. Like relax. Um, but it's just going back to like the kid thing. Look, it's not my job or anybody else's job to tell a parent when that parent has to be ready to talk to their kids
Mhm.
about a sexual orientation. So my husband and I feel that it's disrespectful to be public about our relationship because what if a 4-year-old kid is walking with his parents in the mall and me and Jimmy are making out or kissing or holding hands and that's like, well, now you have to go tell your kid what's going on. You have to right now. You have to have the talk right now. And it's
Mhm.
like, fuck, I wasn't ready to have that conversation yet. Like it hasn't come up yet. I don't know. It may be a weird way of thinking about it, but it's also uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I think it's the same way for like to me the bill read like sexual conversation of any kind. That's why when people leapt to you know it be about the bill being about gay people, I was like, where the fuck are how are you getting that? But my thing is when I was growing up, because I'm substantially older than you, but when I was growing up, teachers got fired for even the mention of sex and shit like that. And my thing, I really think that while there should be proper sexual education in schools, especially how to use a fucking condom and shit like that, like for teenagers and everything like that, I completely agree. The parents shouldn't know about it. We have a hard enough time. Like I don't know if you've spoken to like teenagers and early young adults lately, but they're stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
They're really, really, really fucking dumb.
Yeah.
And so if we're not teaching them math and English and basic skills like that, they really like I don't understand why you guys are occupying time trying to teach them about the 25,000 pronouns. that you've come up with?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look, you might be a little older than me, but I'm still in that 37. I'm 37 years old, so I'm still in the generation where I remember taking health class. It was a requirement.
Mm-hmm.
It also was super uncomfortable for the teacher to
Yeah.
do class at that time because it was always like, your gym teacher was like the health coach, or like it was always somebody
Mm-hmm.
that you were like, oh fuck, like it's that
Yeah.
lady that teaches home ec and now she's doing health this period. Like this is uncomfortable. But
Mm-hmm.
our parents signed over like a release. They sent home letters weeks before saying, "Hey, your kid's gonna take health. Are you okay with this?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Like they're gonna talk about sex ed. Like you're cool with this? Yes. Sign off on it. Perfect. Hey, we're gonna go to the sex ed museum. In Illinois. We all went to some place called Robert Crown Museum. It was a sex ed museum that dealt with the reproduction of how babies are where babies are made, how babies are made, the growth process of babies, the different trimesters. Men have a penis, women have a vagina, like all that stuff, and
Shit, oh, you said
it was
you,
normal shit. It was just normal.
are you a
Like
biologist? You just listed off what was. Are you a biologist?
you're breaking up a little bit. It's hard to.
Oh shit! Sorry about that. Hang on a second. Give me 1 second here, guys.
We're good.
Are we still connected? How are we doing now?
Yeah, they were saying your audio was lagging.
Huh, shit. Are we good now?
Same. It's choppy.
Hmm. I'm connected hardwired too. If I get a storm here soon,
Do we have storms yet today?
I don't know. We normally have one once a day,
I know.
so hopefully it's clear in just a second. If not, what we'll do is this. Well, this sucks. If this doesn't work out, we'll just get live at some point in time next week or two.
Yeah, it's super choppy.
Now, hmm.
No. Yeah, they're saying it's choppy for them too. It's like a lot of people are stuck in kindergarten. Yeah, Alan's coming in a little. Yeah, you're like robot-y. I wish we had some storms next 40 days. Like you can hear me perfectly, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, you're like kind of like robotic a little bit.
How about now?
Yes.
All right, that's good. Good. So I'll just
Wait,
hold this until that clears up.
and it's clear.
Good, very good. All right. I forget where we're at.
So we were just talking about like we did all the sex ed stuff like in 8th, ninth, 10th grade. Like we went and we did the thing, and that's fine. Like nobody's saying, but I it makes my skin crawl to think that somebody is going to talk. Like I have nieces and nephews. It makes my
Mhm.
skin crawl to think that somebody is going to talk to a kindergartner, a first grader, a second grader, a third, a fourth grader, and say, if you want to, you can cut your penis off. What?
So crazy.
Are you fucking kidding me right now? If that happens and I'm present, Alan, I swear to God, bro, it's not going to be good for them.
It used to be considered like mental illness, and I don't think it is. Like I don't want it to be like think people. I want people to think that being trans is a mental illness, but I gotta say, kids can be convinced of anything.
Sure. Like, I mean,
Like,
as a little boy, I was a little bit more feminine. I did I had all the toys. I did all the, whatever, boy toys, girls, whatever. Who knows? Maybe in first grade, if my teacher told me otherwise, what if I would have transitioned by now?
that's the scary thing. Is it's a permanent thing. Even the blockers
Yeah.
uh, are permanent.
Yeah.
There's permanent change that happens with that, which is kind of scary. I'm
Oh no, you're breaking. Are you there? I think it's choppy again. I think it's worse now.
We'll come back with this one. How's this one now? Fucking crazy.
It's it's good. I can hear you. It's kind of choppy, but I can hear you.
If this doesn't clear up, I have to fucking reschedule. I just can't. I don't know what's going on here. I mean, because it's like both my landline and my fucking hardwire and all sorts of shit.
Yeah, it's so weird.
It is weird. So,
But look, I come from a time when my dad was even my parents like were shy. Like they would run out, like my dad didn't want us in the bathroom or the room when he was changing, or like it was like a different time for him too. I mean, I also grew up with like European parents, so like my dad was a super shy and conservative dude. Like it was just it is what it is. Like it was a different time period. And now it's like it's too much.
I absolutely agree. Like, I also wonder. Like, I wanted your thought process. You came out as gay before the T was added, before the rest of the letters
Yeah.
were added. What's your thought on that? 'Cause I have other people in my life that are in the community that are not happy about the situation. Like, I mean, like I had recently had somebody send me an article. She's a friend of mine's in high school. Right? She sent me an article saying like I'm apparently a sexual racist now because I won't date a trans woman because they have a penis.
But you're not into trans women. But see, I hate when they do that. Like,
Yeah.
it's like me. Okay, I have a perfect example for you. Nobody knows this story. So you guys are going to get this exclusive story right here. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
When I was 22 years old, I really liked this guy. I really liked him. And he didn't tell me that he was a trans man. And when we got down to the nitty gritty and there was what I was expecting to be there and it wasn't, I was pissed.
Yeah.
And I was pissed because I'm into the other part, bro. Like,
Yeah.
it's fine that you're a trans man, but I'm not into that.
To me, that's like. So it used to be that it's actually law. Like, say you start dating somebody, right? And it turns out that they are not who they claim to be. Like, I mean, I'm talking like legally, they're claiming to be another person than who they are. That is used to be considered technically rape. Because it is completely like you're basically false pretenses are you're setting this person. I've seen so much stuff on TikTok, which is again where I found you, which is the seventh pit of hell. TikTok is easily the seventh pit of hell. It's just such a horrible place, right? But I I keep seeing, like, I saw on there a bunch of times, like, I don't tell people I'm trans until like the fourth date. Like, I just,
It's
there's
wrong.
nothing wrong. Why would you want to attract somebody that is not good with that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't get that. Like, that's something that I wish I try to have trans people on here too. They won't come on. They won't answer this question for me. I don't get it. Like, I also find it weird that it's like, I've been to a ton of pride events, like, because fucking, I support, I haven't gone since the Chiefs had it. I just haven't.
So I'll say this. Us old school gay people, we don't understand all the other letters. We don't know what the fuck is going on with these letters. We have no idea. I remember when you were a little kid in my day and you called somebody queer, that was offensive. Well, now they've added it to the alphabet, so now just everybody's a queer. So like we don't understand it, like this whole elemental PXYZ thing. And to be quite honest with you, bro, I hate to even say I'm part of that community because I don't live that community every day. I live my life in I live in Fort Myers. So the community where I live is my community. as an American. So this community where I live is my community. This LGBT community, what the fuck is that?
I found one of the reasons why I like Florida is because it is so kind of just accepting of everybody. Like you can be anything the fuck you want here. Like, and I think that like it amazes me how Florida and Ron DeSantis gets so misrepresented as some sort of very weird. Like they think everybody's handed a Bible the second you walk in. I'm an atheist, by the way. You know what I mean? Like everybody's handed a Bible, and it's like this so strict. We have no freedom. It's such a. Meanwhile, we have lived our life freer than fucking anybody in the last couple of years. And I don't agree with everything any politician has to say, but goddamn, I'm super happy to run DeSantis in my governor. You know, like.
Look, I've met Ron, and I've met a lot of other Republican politicians here in South Florida because of what I do. I was just in Tampa at the Student Action Summit where they claimed there were KKK members. Here's what's funny about it. We all the second we came out of our hotel and we saw that small group of people holding those flags, we all went to them and we said immediately, no, this is not us. This is not part of us. You need to get the fuck out of here. And they shut it down quick. But I met Laura Ingraham of Fox News. I met Kat Kempf of Fox News. I met all of these different people that claim they don't like it. I met Marjorie Taylor Greene, and I was like, hey, I'm part of the, conservative gay community. We love you. She's like, I have tons of gay followers that I love. I love all of you guys. Like, they're all giving me hugs. They're like, we love you guys. Like, we love you guys so much. It's the death threats that I get from the liberal community that I can't fucking fathom. I've never gotten like a death threat. Do you know, Alan, that I've been told that I should be gutted and raped, gang raped and gutted by liberals?
Jeez.
But conservatives are always like, you know what? I love you so much. Like, I might not understand your lifestyle, but I fucking love you. And that's why I'm like, I can't find these white supremacist, homophobic, transphobic people that everyone keeps talking about because I haven't met them.
Yeah. I've been called white supremacist for years and years because of the whole fat thing too. Because apparently, if you speak against fat people, you're racist also. But especially like like oh, with your like it's this skinhead shit, like a ball, like as if I could fucking have a choice, but a ball, the tattoos, all that shit. And I'm somehow racist. Some of my business partners are like really like I have Arab descent, a Jew, and a black man. Like these are my business partners. Like I'm the worst racist ever. Like I mean, like it's insane to me how it's an actual issue. Alone the fact, like I remember real racism, like real fucking racism. Like I mean, I grew up at a time where like it was still like just fucking out there, right?
Alan,
I broke up.
Yeah, you've been breaking up. Okay, so it's my show now. I'm taking it over. But while Alan comes back, I just want to let everybody know that there he is.
How you doing?
No.
Jesus.
No. That I'm always open to talk to anybody that's sane.
Here's what I understand. How am I breaking up and you're not? And this is literally on my fucking account. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
I don't know, but yeah, you're super, like, you're breaking up.
I'm super robot, huh?
Yeah. What we can do is maybe plan an in session and do it live together.
That would be good. That would be good.
I mean, you can even come to my studio here and do it.
That would be outstanding. So, I tell you what, everybody, Anthony, I'll text you when we get off here. This is obviously not working, but that would be outstanding. We could do it in the next week or two. Okay?
Yeah, I'm totally down for that.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So, my apologies, everybody. I was on live earlier today. I have no idea what the fuck's going on. So, It does look a little weird outside. Maybe I am getting ready to storm. I have no idea. Anthony, I'm sorry about this, but I will text you here when we're done. We'll set this up. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
All right. We'll talk. Thank you. We'll talk soon.
Bye, guys.